Hello girlfriends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. Special welcome if you are new here. I try to post curly hair content every Friday, so I'd love to have you join me. So without too much further ado, let's get into the final affordable drugstore series video of 2024. My intentions were actually to go with a different brand, but I couldn't find it in my local store, my local Walmart. So I ended up going with Herbal Essence. So I love the packaging, by the way. It's very spring, very floral, summer type vibes. And I just find it very cute and refreshing. However, that's really not what we're experiencing right now. If you're in North America, or the Northern Hemisphere, I should say, you know, things are starting to cool down. But let's get started with the styling process. The first product we're going in with is the Herbal Essence Nourishing Detangling Spray. So let me give you some information on this and then we'll begin, because my hair is very naughty. We'll talk about it. Not bad naughty, but lots of tangles. This is the Herbal Essence Nourishing Detangling Spray. It retails for $4.97. It is a lightweight spray that helps to ease detangling and smooth away frizz while protecting against breakage. The directions say to spray 5 to 10 inches from damp hair in sections and finger detangle or comb through knots. Allow hair to air dry or style as usual. So as I was saying, my hair has lots of knots in it because I wash my hair up over my tub. So I'm like literally upside down. And while it's very convenient oftentimes for like filming videos and everything like that, because I already have my makeup on, it does make for a little bit more of a difficult process in detangling. I tried to stand up and like kind of tilt my head and just try to work my hair backwards. It didn't really work. So we're just going to go in with the spray. I did notice it looks more milky, a very watery milk consistency, but we're just going to start spraying this around. It's supposed to smell like roses, by the way. It does have a perfumed floral scent, but I don't really notice it smelling strongly of roses. I'm just going to turn my hair on this side. We're going to be really putting this to the test. The consistency of this one reminds me a lot of one of my favorite detanglers, the Aussie Hair Insurance. So I will be happy if this performs very similarly. We're just starting at the bottom and slowly going to be working our way around and up. I generally work from one side and get most of the way up, detangled all the way up, and then I'll switch sides. Of course, I'm getting a good chunk of my hair, so I am getting part of the other side detangled as well. It's working through okay. I wouldn't say there's amazing slip for it, but not bad. Not bad. I'm trying to think if it feels like it is as detangling as the Aussie or not. Just trying to work this hair back around and kind of start from the bottom again on this side. Okay, I would say this has pretty good slip to it. I'm changing my thoughts a little bit. This has pretty good slip to it. This is about normal for me with my Aussie Hair Insurance leave-in conditioner as far as working through these tangles when I do my hair like this. However, the difference that I'm feeling is it doesn't feel as softening as the Aussie. All right, I'm just gonna take my cotton t-shirt and just dab up a little bit of this that's dripping. Yes, I like my hair pretty soaking wet, but this is actually like dripping a little bit. So just dabbing that up a little bit. I did get a lot of shed hair out. I don't know, should I show you? I feel kind of gross about showing you guys. All right, if you don't want to see my shed hair, look away for about 3 seconds, but this is how much I shed. This is normal for me. All right, guys, we are going to do something slightly different from what I normally do. Normally, I brush style and then apply my gel, but I found oftentimes, not all the time, I find that oftentimes with drugstore gels, they just don't give me necessarily a hold that I would like. Like I said, that's not the case with all of them by any means. I just recently did a Tresemme video and that one gave me pretty good hold. It wasn't the best at frizz fighting, but it did give me pretty good hold. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We are looking at the Herbal Essence gel, and I just felt the consistency of this one. These products are brand new to me, but I just felt the consistency of this one, and I think it's going to be good enough for me to brush style it through my hair. So That's what we're going to do. First off though, let's get a little closer look at this gel and what it's all about. This is the Curl Scrunching Gel. It has a 3 out of 4 hold, it says, and it retails for $4.97. This is an all-day stronghold gel that helps to define curls while scrunching, with humidity protection and frizz control. The directions say to work a small amount into damp hair to shape curls, air dry or diffuse at low heat. Since it's 3 out of 4 hold, I don't know. If I'm going to label it stronghold, I'm going to label it 4 out of 4 hold. So I don't really know what to expect. I've got this amount. It's a little more than a pea-sized amount, but I'm just going to rub this through my hands. It breaks down pretty easily. It's pretty soft. I don't feel any tack in it. So this is another reason why I thought this was going to be a good gel to just brush style through my hair. And just going to rake that through. I'm going to put it through on both sides and then work on brush styling. I think I'm going to go in with just a little bit more as well. Okay, about another pea-sized amount. I found that it's helpful to sometimes like lift the layers and try to get in between here, at least for me. Okay, going in on the other side, trying to get the same amounts. I do find that this works really well through my hair. I'm not surprised though, based on the consistency that I felt of it in my hands. It doesn't feel like my hair at this point doesn't feel like super slippery, super moisturized. I hope this isn't going to leave me with stringy hair. I'm just feeling not a flash drying effect, but like not much moisture or plumpness to it. Oh, by the way, the wash day products that I went in with were my Not Your Mother's products. They're the Tahitian Gardenia Flower, Mango, and Butter Curl Defining Shampoo and Conditioner. Going in with just another pea-sized amount. I've been using that shampoo and conditioner for quite a while now, and we're actually pretty low. Trying to work through it before the end of the year. But anyways, that shampoo and conditioner in particular usually leave my hair feeling very nourished. It did feel nourished when I had gotten it out of the shower or out of the bathtub. But like I said, it's just now at this point feeling, I don't know. I've said before, my Dippy Doo Girls with Curls jelly, the one, I love that gel, but that can kind of give me a flash drying effect. This doesn't really have the flash, like the drying effect, but it does seem to be like soaking up the moisture. If that makes any sense. Not drying, just soaking up the extra moisture. So I will be re-wetting my hair as I brush style. All right, my hair is definitely drying out, so we are just going to work section by section, brush styling this in, trying to make sure all areas of my hair are wet, because that is how I prefer to style. I'm just going to speed through this brush styling. You've seen me do it plenty of times, I feel like, but I will show it here on camera. Just sped through.
This is only the exposition. This is only a comma at the beginning. I know you're getting caught in your feelings, yeah, but the rest of the story's yet to be written. It's getting harder to function. You've been scraping and crawling, begging for something, and then all they gave you was nothing. But this too shall pass, yeah, this too. It's not forever, it's a fleeting symptom, just a condition of the circumstances you're in. Been self-destructive from the pure frustration, on and off again. Will you let me heal your heart, or let yourself fall apart? Will you be inside of the feeling? Will you take a chance, though it's 1 in a million? I promise you'll be alright. We'll take it a day at a time. This isn't the end, just a painful possession. You've got a story to tell, and this is only the exposition. You say, who am I kidding? Feels like the harder you try, the less you're giving. You're just wishing someone would listen. So I'm right here to listen. When it's cold, when it's raining, and you fall on the pavement. Oh, no, it's not for nothing. Cause the true destination's not the dream that you're chasing. Oh, It's who you're becoming. Will you let me heal your heart, or let yourself fall apart? Will you be a savior, a saint, or the villain? Will you let the worst be a brand new beginning? I promise you'll be.
Okay, I thought I'd just pop back on here before I'm completely finished, just to give you a few of my thoughts. My hair for brush styling, it's brushing fine as far as my brush is going through without any issues really. However, it's not really feeling nourished. It's not really feeling plump and juicy like I would like my curls to feel. And I'm not really like having high hopes based on how I see my curls are forming after I brush styled and scrunched. So I'm a little nervous. Maybe I shouldn't have ouch, just pulled my hair some. So maybe it was a mistake to brush style this gel through. But that's one of the things of doing this as a first impressions. You know, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes we learn together. So just gonna finish scrunching this through. And I've been re-wetting my hair with each section as I brush style, and it does feel wet, but like I said, it just doesn't feel luscious, nourished, really plump, so juicy, all the adjectives. So I'm just re-wetting it a little bit more before I apply the final product, our mousse. Sometimes mousse can really take what feels like a more dry, unplumped, unnourished hairstyle to the next level. It can really feel like it's nourishing it. However, I didn't get like the nourishing one. They had two of them at my local store. They had the curls one, but I chose to go in with the volumizing mousse. I always usually like a little extra hold, and I figured with the products that I had already put in that, you know, it would give me the nourishment that I was expecting. Not really feeling like that at this point, but we'll see. So we are going to go in with this volumizing mousse. This is the volumizing mousse. It retails for $4.97, an all-day stronghold mousse that provides weightless volume and long-lasting shape for 24-hour curls. The directions say to shake it, foam it, and work it through wet hair. Air dry or diffuse on low heat to build volume. And I didn't notice this when I purchased it, but it does have a 4 out of 4 for max hold. So, all right, let's see what this can give. Okay, this feels like a pretty stiff. Ooh, I didn't mean to get that much. Okay, we might be, oh, shoot. Well, I guess we get to try that again because all that went on the carpet. So it has really good slip to slip off the hands. So let me just try to get a little bit. And that is what we are working with. Oh, it breaks down a lot. It becomes very watery. But there is like a lot of slip to it, like a lot of slime feeling. It doesn't feel mousse-like at all at this point. Like none of that whipped texture. This one, by the way, is supposed to smell like notes of citrus. I'm getting kind of perfumed scent, actually. Okay, I went in with another small golf ball sized amount. Sorry, I forgot to show you. And now we're just going to scrunch quite a bit. Flip my head from side to side and work it in. The gel did have like a light berry note to it. It was very nice. But this kind of just smells perfumed to me, this one currently, the mousse. Okay, after applying that mousse, it definitely did give my hair a more plump feeling, a little bit more juicy. The ends of my hair still looked kind of stringy, and I made sure to get product there as well. So we're just going to leave this wet plop on for about 5-10 minutes, let the product soak into my hair a little bit more. Maybe it'll nourish it a little bit more as it sits up there, and I'll diffuse, come back, and I'll show you the results. All right, girlfriends, I am back with my hair fully dry. It has taken quite a long time to dry. When I was drying it, it did have a very extensive cast, but as it dried a little bit more or continued to dry, which like I said, took a long time, the cast kind of broke up a little bit. It's still slightly there. I can still definitely feel a hold throughout my hair, but I have not scrunched out the crunch. I have not put any oil in it. So let's do that together. This is a product that I got from TJ Maxx. It's the Argan Hair Oil, just a nice lightweight oil. I do feel like I have plenty of product in my hair. I'm kind of nervous that I might have maybe too much. we'll see. So I wanted to go in with something very lightweight, but I really do want to try to use an oil rather than like just scrunching it out or smoothing it over. So because I have actually kind of done that with the diffuser. I let my hair dry with the diffuser as I normally would till it was about, I would say like 90% dry. No, probably, I take that back, probably like 85% dry. And it just wasn't air drying. So I went back in with the diffuser. I kept going in. And normally when I'm diffusing, I pixie diffuse, which if you don't know what pixie diffusing is, you turn it off as you move it around, and as you cup up your hair to the next position, then you turn it back on, and so on and so forth. You go throughout your whole hair that way. I do it upside down, I do it side to side, everything like that. But like I said, that's why I done the first part of my diffusing method. But when I went in the second time, I just started diffusing and moving it all around. Just, it was blowing it around, just trying anything to get my hair dry. So, okay, all that to say, I do have the oil in my hands. I about said my hair, have it in my hands. Let's flip upside down and scrunch this out. Okay, let's see. I got this big chunky curl right here. It's actually multiple curls. Let's try to separate that a little bit. It's like a lot of curl clumps together. All right. I will say my hair feels really soft. Definitely feels soft, but it also feels like there's hold to it in a sense. Not nearly as much now that I scrunched it out, but it does feel like there's still a decent amount of hold. Okay, let's take a look at my hair close up here, and then we'll just go over what I'm noticing today on day 1, and then we'll check back on day 2. So as I was saying, my hair is very soft. Oh, let's get you a look at the back here before I forget. Okay, so as I was saying, my hair is very soft. I'm looking in my mirror here. I do see a decent amount of frizz here, a decent amount of halo frizz. So it's not typically ideal what I like to see starting off with, but it's not terrible. It's not unreasonable. I do have good definition. My curls are not what I would call stringy like I was worried about initially. I don't feel like my hair is weighed down, but I also don't feel like my curls are as springy as I would like. But that might be something that I have to get used to in the wintertime or in the colder months. My hair just doesn't spring up as tight as it would like in the summertime in the extreme heat and humidity and everything. So that might just be something that I have to, like I said, get used to. I have this odd feeling. I don't know how to describe it, and I don't know what to attribute it to exactly, but my hair just feels thinned out this time. And I didn't lose a lot of hair in the shower. I didn't lose an excessive amount while brush styling. So I don't think it was that. It's not like I have excessively big curl clumps that would, make your hair look thinner, but I just feel like there's not as much fluff here, not as much curl here. I don't know. Does anyone else notice that? Especially like usually you can tell it when you turn around. So I haven't looked at it personally from the back myself. Let's flip my hair on this side, see if it feels any better. This side just feels less to me, and I don't think I'm not seeing any big hair gaps. Of course, I can't see the back like I said myself, but there's not like I'm got balding patches or anything, and I haven't noticed this before. It just all of a sudden, without noticing any excessive shedding at any point in my washing or styling, just feels less of it. Not particularly excited about that, but I don't think that will last when I go to wash again. But all right, that's just what I am noticing on day 1. Let's check back on day 2. Okay, girlfriends, let's take a look at day 2 hair using the Herbal Essence products here. I will say, I do feel like my curls have kind of sprung back up a little bit, which I am happy to see. Sometimes that happens. And sometimes it doesn't, a lot of times depending on the weather. I got this cute little curl here. I'm really enjoying that. That's cute. I like it. And we'll give you a look at the back of the hair as well. All right, so now that we've looked at the hair, let's dive into some more of my thoughts on it, and you can let me know what you think as well. I actually think my curls look really good. They feel extremely soft though, so I'm not sure how long this is going to hold up. Like the hold that I felt yesterday, it's pretty much gone feeling. So like if I was out in a windy environment, or let's say there was heat and humidity, I don't think they would hold up very long. My frizz though is very minimal. Like yesterday I had mentioned that I had frizz, but I don't see any additional frizz really from what I had. Like there's this frizz. I think I had my hair parted on this side, so that's probably where it's the frizziest, but it hasn't like grown or anything like that. So that's good. I'm gonna put my part back this way though. So like I said, my curls I feel like look pretty good. I showed you the elasticity on that small little one is somewhere underneath here. And overall, I feel like my curls have pretty decent elasticity to them. I have a nice healthy looking shine, like my hair doesn't look dull or anything like that. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday was the volume, or yesterday lack thereof. I felt like using a mousse that was supposed to provide volume and hold, I felt the hold part yesterday, but I did not see any volume. And today my hair, maybe there's a slight bit more volume, but that might be due to the fact that my hair is just springing up more. And I think that's actually what it is. It makes it look a little bit more full. Yesterday, I had also mentioned how my hair just felt kind of thinned out, even though I had no like balding patches, no excessive shedding or anything like that. But my hair just felt thin. Today, I do not feel it. My hair feels normal today. So I think that has to do with my curls shrinking up as much as anything. I don't really attribute much of that to the mousse necessarily, like for volumizing effects. So overall, my thoughts on these products individually, the detangling spray was, it did the job, kind of. It wasn't my favorite because it did help detangling, I feel like, but it didn't have like the slip factor in there. Just having the extra moisture, I think, as much as anything is what helped detangle it. Because when I get out of the shower, when I traditionally wash my hair right side up and everything like that, when I wash and condition, I can get out of the shower and my hair can still be really tangly because I often flip upside down to put the t-shirt towel around my hair, flip it back up, and that whole process gets my hair tangly. And then when I just spray some water in it, if I've used a good conditioner in the shower, my hair detangles pretty well. It's not really an issue. And I used the same shampoos and conditioners I've been using for quite some time. So I think that was maybe the case as much as anything. So I'm not really fond, I guess, of the detangling spray because, like I said, it just didn't leave any imparted moisture feeling. It didn't leave any slip, really. I mean, my hair does feel soft and nourished today, so there must be some moisture in these products because I don't think my conditioner, my rinse out conditioner alone has left this feeling. But as I was applying the products, they just didn't feel moisturizing. And that continued on into the gel. When I put the gel on my hair, maybe it was the fact that I chose to brush style it in. That could have been part of my issue. But I didn't really like the feeling of, especially the brush styling it in. It just felt like everything had been sucked out of my hair in a sense. Like all the slip, all the moisture and everything. But it's odd because I do say that it felt like all the slip was gone, but the gel did apply well. Like it slipped through my hair well, but it just didn't leave that coated feeling that you would expect. It didn't leave my strands feeling nourished. Not that I expect them to feel nourished from a gel, but by the time I put a leave-in conditioner or detangler in my hair and a gel, I expect to feel product on my hair, and I did not feel that necessarily. It just felt like my hair had eaten up the gel and the leave-in. So it's kind of an odd combination trying to describe it like that. Like there's no slip, but the gel had good slip going on to my hair. I understand that's kind of an odd dynamic, trying to explain it like that. There was slip applying the gel, but when I went to brush style it, it felt like there was no more slip hardly. I hope that makes sense. Now, probably my favorite product application was the mousse. When I put that on my hands, and went to rub that together, it really broke down fast. I was a little surprised for a mousse that was supposed to provide volume and hold. I just didn't expect it to break down that much. That's not to say that it can't provide volume and hold if it does break down into that creamy, like it had almost a serum like consistency on my hands. It made me feel like the Verb mousse gel, if you've ever used that, the Verb curl foamy mousse gel or something like that. So it had that consistency when I rubbed it together, and when I applied it, it applied very well. My hair then felt a little bit more nourished. It felt like it had product in my hair. But when I went to, like, after I finally got my hair dried, my hair just didn't look like I had put in a mousse that provided volume and hold. So overall, I'm kind of torn because my results look good. My hair feels good today. Yesterday, I did not care for the way my hair looked necessarily. I did not care for the way it felt, really. These are very affordable products. They're pretty easy to get your hands on, especially in my rural area. So I didn't have an issue with that, but I'm not necessarily like excited to go out and get these. I'm not like, yoo-hoo, this is something you have to have. But if you like experimenting, playing around a little bit, and you have the budget to pick these up, like I said, they are affordable and they are easy to get your hands on. Maybe it's something you might want to look at if you, like I said, if you want to experiment, but just right out of the bat, they're not something that I'm really going to recommend. But let me know what you think of my results down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you haven't already, I'd love to have you hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. So until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye.
Will you let me heal your